Hello, folks. Thanks for stopping in on a chilly Tuesday evening. First one in 2018. Everybody have good holidays, I hope. It's not too cold wherever you're at.
It's cold throughout the United States.
Yeah, I think the whole United States is cold.
South is freezing.
Well, let's see who all's here. Stephen Bradley. Thank you for stopping. Kelly, nice to see you. Cornish Exploring with Alex. Well, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for coming. Mountain Mama, I know you. I've seen you in Tennessee. Ark Homestead, hello. Let's see. The Crazy Scotsman, howdy. Thank you for coming, McCrae family. So Kelly, you got the stuff that you purchased then.
Cool.
I take it. Good. Good. So, all right. Well, I didn't have a topic for tonight, and one presented itself this morning. So let me explain what I decided to do and kind of the last minute throwing together and so forth. In our live stream last night, I made a bad call. And the live stream was a little over 2 hours. So we got a little over 2 hours worth of video, if you would, that I just want to cut about 1 minute out of. Now, I know how to do that. I know how I'm going to do it. But I wanted to share that with you. And let me bring Filmora up over here on the side. Okay, and I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably bring it up in a full screen. So I haven't opened it yet, but let me open it up here.
Ooh, who's that handsome dude with that gorgeous young lady?
That's my daughter. Don't be getting any silly thoughts. You'll be in trouble. All right. When you go into Filmora or any editing program, you generally go into the full feature mode so you can do what it is you need to or want to do. So let me find something over here that we don't have much of. Clear those out for right now. And I dropped that file. That drive here. Okay, this is the file of the live stream from last night. So the file is pretty good size, and what was called to my attention today, actually nobody accused me or spit it out. There was a comment left, actually to Sherry, I think, and it said,
or email.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was on the.
You're right.
Yeah, it said check the chat or something at roughly 51 minutes in. Is that right? Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
And I didn't understand what they were talking about. So I went back out and looked at the file. And let me just pull this down into the timeline. And as you can see, I've not done any compressing or anything here. It is a long file. It's about almost 2 hours and 15 minutes, so about 2.25 hours for this file. But right about the 51-minute mark. "51 minutes exactly." I'm going to actually back up because this is what clued me in to what they were referring to. And if you notice, we have a question up on the screen here. This is from our trivia. I'm going to back this up so everybody can see. We've just done the trivia announcement here. And these are the rules as I read them. I'll go ahead and play this so everybody can hear it. I think I can hear it. I'll find out here in a second. Okay, yep. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper? Now, I want you to notice something on the screen here. I've repeated the question, so it's been asked at least twice. And right here, where I have the mouse, Bandana Grandma wrote in 4. Right underneath Bandana Grandma, Grandpa's Place wrote in the number 4.
God, Maria. Oh, my lordy. That's right, Daniel. You'll get that right.
Now, I don't know if it's because we frequently hid with Daniel, God is my judge. His answer to everything is pancakes. So, and incidentally, we met with him at a pancake place. So, but that's something else. We come on down, and I'm looking at this, and from my viewpoint here, with what I'm doing with the live stream and checking the sound and all this, I try to read the chat off of the screen. So I don't have the ability to scroll back up with the chat. Now Sherry does, but I don't. So we're on down here, and Sandy has said 3, and Finger Lakes Prepper has said 3, and Just in Time Prepping has said 3, and Kelly, you said 5, and Coco said 3, and Owen just said Happy New Year. Well, let's keep going.
One of these days, won't you?
There is no correct answer yet. There we go. All right, you heard me say, there we go. I saw this come up on the screen. Bob Homestead said 4. And that's who I said, Bob Homestead, won the prize. And then Country Girl also said 4.
Woo-hoo.
Is Bob Homestead eligible?
Yes, he is.
All right.
It's been a while.
Bob Homestead, you are a winner. Please shoot us an email, and we'll get you a $2 bill in the mail. Okay. So now maybe everybody in here can see the huge advantage of having the chat embedded into the live stream. I was able to go back and say, what happened? What was going on? What did I miss? And that's it. Right there. Now, what I'm going to do, Sharon and I talked about it today. You must be the... And I have a screenshot because I can just get all 3 of them in here. Let me move it forward here a little bit. First person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as is received and recorded on the stream here. And you must send us an email, if you would, with your mailing address within 48 hours. You send that email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and we will send you out a $2 bill. So, Question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? Okay, so I've asked it one time.
Coco says, you demand.
And as you can see, that's 51 minutes into the stream. It just ran the next 12 frames, but it's 51 minutes into the stream. So as I play this a little further, how many colors were used in painting the camper?
God, Maria. Oh, my lordy. That's right, Daniel. You'll get that. You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
There is no correct answer yet. There we go. Bob Homestead. Yeah. A lot to scroll back. Okay, as you can see here at the very top, Bandana, her answer number is 4. Grandpa's Place has a 4, and I haven't awarded it, but I did award it to Bob Homestead, clear down here. So what I'm going to do for these folks is I'm going to take this section of the stream, of the video, because I don't want to have to go through this with people on. And next week I'm gonna take just this little minute and a half section. Actually, it's from where it started, it's only 30 seconds to here, but I'm going to stretch it out. I'm going to go a little bit further and make it about a minute. And I'll play that and say, I goofed, I made a mistake, here's where we're at, and here's what we're doing. Now, to cut this out of here, I have a couple different ways I could approach this. I could, let me go just a little bit further. I'm at 51:32. And I'm going to cut the clip here. And I'm going to delete what's behind it. I'm going to go back to where it started. I want to go just far enough back. There we go. And I can split this, and now I'm going to delete the front part. Here's the piece I want. It's 40 seconds long. So I've taken 40 seconds out of a 2-hour clip. Problem is that clip stretched out, as you saw. It was very encumbering. If you're editing and you wanted to take a piece out of a clip that was that long and put it in here, all the rest of that file is still in memory on the computer, and it's going to be a lot tougher to render the computer, because everything's just going to take longer. All that extra file is in memory. But I could do it this way, and then I could simply export it, name it something else, put it wherever I want to, and I've got that 40-second video clip. But let me show you a different way.
What are you putting on the screen that I'm getting, that I'm making them dizzy and I'm doing somersaults? What are you going to be doing here?
I don't. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm not either. I don't know either.
Anyway, let me close this. Now I'm going to reopen Filmora, but instead of going into the full feature mode, they have a little thing over here called Instant Cutter. So I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to open the file up that I want to edit. There we go. Now, in a way, I've already cheated because I know what the time periods are. But I can also do it this way. I can play through this very quickly. Right here. That is 50 minutes, 32 seconds, 26 frames into this. Now I'm going to come to the back side. It is now, don't you?
It's $2 time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got one of these. Oh, I need it on there. Let me show it. Here we go. $2.
No.
Oh, they don't see that.
I don't know if you can see, I'm still a little bit ahead of this area that Let me see if I can get the marker right onto the edge of that area where it starts. And you must send us an email, if you would, with your mailing address within 48 hours. You can send that email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and we will send you out a $2 bill. So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper?
God, Maria. Oh, my lordy. That's right, Daniel. You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
There is no correct answer yet. There we go. Bob Homestead.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Is Bob Homestead eligible?
Yes, he is.
All right.
It's been a while.
Bob Homestead, you are a winner. Please. Okay. So that's the section that I want. I've taken the two ends. I've surrounded the section that I want. Now I'm just going to say export. And I'm going to say where to save it. And because I'm not doing a lot of editing with this file, I'm just doing this little thing. I have this on a 4 terabyte USB drive that I use for backing stuff up. So it's a storage drive. It is not a fast drive. That's where I'm going to save it. And open the output folder afterwards, and I'll just say, okay. It's done, folks. That quick. There's my file. And you must send us an email, if you would, with your mailing address within 48 hours. You send that email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and we will send you out a $2 bill. So, question number. So here's that little file that it just made. And you must send us an email, if you would, with your mailing address within 48 hours. You send that email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and we will send you out a $2 bill. So, question number 1. How many colors were used? Okay, there's no point playing this whole thing here for you, but I think you get the idea. Let me close that back out. Now, and I'll go ahead and close my file explorer. There's more you can do with this instant cutter. I can trim files, I can merge files, and it's all very quick. It's all very quick and dirty. You can't go in and start putting in transitions and all this other stuff. It is not an editor like that. It's a quick and dirty, cut it, make it play type of file. So now what I'll do is I'll just close this. It says, do I want to quit Filmora Instant Cutter? Say okay. Brings me back to here. At this point, I can either close it or I can go in and I can do my editing. So this is the full file. Now I'm going to import the piece. There you go, just a little bit over a minute. And that is so much easier to work with. Guess I have to drop it in place here. That is so much easier to work with than something this big. Now, even to get a little bit better perspective, you have the ability to squeeze it all down onto a single screen. Here's the size difference between the two. So I'm not keeping all the rest of this in memory. I'm not working with that whole thing. This is the only piece I'm working with. And I don't have to be real neat in trimming it because I still have the ability here now that I can come in here and I can fine tune it. It is absolutely no problem for an editing program. And you must send us an email. Come in and just trim a little bit off the front, trim a little bit off the back, perhaps make it a little cleaner, the color's a little better, anything like that you would want to do. Kelly, thank you so much. Appreciate that. We really do. So, does anybody have any questions with what I've done here and how I did it and the reason for it? I'm looking at Sherry, I guess not. Hi, BC. Rusty, good to see you. Finite World, nice to see you. JM at the Nut House. Wow.
Rusty, I told you not to check for a package for 3 weeks. And you know how your post office is. BC just said that he heard a bag of pretzels being opened. Oh, it's not pretzels. It's hardtack candy.
Yeah, it's candy.
I probably shouldn't be eating either. But I am.
Well, I've been checking BC out on how he's doing his omelets. He's got a handle on that. I never would have thought about putting
brown coat. Steve, it's Filmora.
It's Wondershare Filmora, and we, Two Family Homestead, is not associated with Filmora in any way. Not at all. I do personally feel that it is a very good piece of software that is very user-friendly. The learning curve on it is not tremendous. And it's a definite, if somebody wanted to graduate into an Adobe Premiere Pro or a Sony Vegas or something like that, it's a definite stepping stone, because things you learn in here can be applied on the more intense softwares.
Wants to know if it's for Windows or for Mac also.
Both. They have a Mac version, they have a Windows version, and they have a phone version. And the phone version, I understand, is free. But let's just be real. You can't do very serious editing on a phone. I mean, everything's in memory, everything's very small screen, everything is tiny.
Mine is 15. No, thank you.
Where's that at?
Southeast Michigan.
Ooh.
Ugh. Ellie has a question for you.
Okay, can you explain volume versus original recording and adding music and changing volume?
Oh, she says she knows how to, but let others know.
Oh, okay. Well, since I have this 1 minute clip in here, all of your video files, I shouldn't say all, the majority of your video files that you create, whether this is with a camera, a phone, webcam, recording program, typically will have embedded in them audio track, soundtrack. And that's the bottom part of this. Let me see if I can make that wider here. Do this. I'll get there. There we go. Okay. I'll put this up here so you can see this little clip here a little bit better. If I highlight this clip, do a right click on it, I have the ability to detach the audio here. Now, you don't have to detach the audio to work with it, but I generally do because I just find that to be easier. At this point now, this video has no sound. The sound is all down here. Let me go back. I just use the undo button. We're back together here. If I double click on this, the first thing that it brings up to you, I need to scroll this back down so you can see a little better, is the video section of the file where I can change the contrast. If you notice the picture over here, the purple is becoming darker and lighter. Or the saturation. In other words, I can control how it looks. I can control the brightness. Or the overall tint. I mean, I can really get it looking kind of ugly. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. So anyway, this is the complete video audio file. This screen only is allowing you to work on the video part of it. If you come up here to the top right, you can click audio. Now you have a place where you can control the volume. You can fade in or fade out. You can control the pitch. There's even an equalizer here with some presets. Or you can customize your equalizer. And it also has the ability to do some minor background noise removal. By clicking this in a weak setting, and a mild setting, and a strong setting. I will caution you, if you are removing noise out of an audio file, you will more than likely have to do further editing with an equalizer to get it to sound right again. So we'll just say okay here. That is one place where you can control the volume. Another place you can control the volume, they have like a master audio mixer. And you cannot see because it's behind the type. So let me put this in a window and move it over. Right here, hoping you folks can see where I have the mouse. I do this, that will help point it out to you. But if you click there, here is an audio mixer that has a master volume, and you can control the video or whatever other tracks you have stuff on. You can also control if you want it to be stereo or more of a surround sound. Or for YouTube, trust me, just stereo is fine. You know, you're not going to get a good surround sound out of YouTube. Now, if I come back into this and I audio detach it, now the audio is down here. If I double click on the audio, I'm in this same screen that you saw before where I had to change it, but there's no place here to do anything with the video. It's just totally separate. At this point, this is two different files. I can come in and I can highly modify the audio and not have any effect whatsoever on the video quality. So did that answer the question that you just kind of asked as far as the sound? Once you have various clips put together, and let's just do that. Let me go grab something here. I don't know what yet. Oh, it's the girl's doing something. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of this clip and leave it go into this other file. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and we'll put a transition in here.
Riz.
An email, and we'll get you a $2 bill in the mail.
Get your aprons on, young lady.
Can you get mine set up?
You just gotta stand up to put it on. Then stand up.
So anyway, those are fairly close. Let me, for illustrative purposes, the audio, the volume, I'm going to turn the volume up on this little 1-minute clip that I made. Eligible?
Yes, he is.
All right.
It's been a while.
Bob Homestead, you are a winner. Please shoot us an email, and we'll get you a $2 bill in the mail.
Get your aprons on, young lady.
Can you get mine set up?
You just gotta stand.
Okay, so you can hear obviously a huge difference in the volume there. We'll come back in here and we'll get it closer again. And we'll get you a $2 bill in the mail.
Get your aprons on, young lady.
Can you get mine set up?
So that way, when you're assembling clips from different sources and the volumes are all different, either because of the location where you've shot your video at, background noise further away from the camera, any multitude of reasons, you can come in and you can individually in each clip turn the volume up or down to make everything come out about the same. Now, the one thing that I will mention, a lot of times people will, in a single clip, in a single video, they've gotten a little bit away from the camera, away from the microphone, so their voice has gone down in just a section. Then they've turned around and gotten back closer to the microphone, so the sound is picked back up. If you leave the video clip alone as a single clip and go in to edit the sound, you are editing the sound for that entire clip. If it's just a section in the clip that you want to turn up or turn down, it can go either way, what you need to do is you need to isolate that. And so the way you would do that is where the sound first noticeably starts changing. You cut the clip, don't separate anything, and we'll come back here. And let's just say during this stretch of 10, 12 seconds or whatever, the volume didn't fit for whatever reason. And I guess you have to use your imagination here with our little exploring. But now I have this one clip in 3 parts. So if I go into this center one, and I'm going to do it this way so you can see perhaps a little better. I'm going to turn the sound way down in this center part of the clip. A $2 bill. So, question 1. Colors were used. Can you hear it? The camper. It's very low. How many colors were used in painting the camper?
That's right, Daniel. You'll get that. You'll get that.
See, by not moving anything, the clip plays straight through as if it's one piece. But you've taken that section and adjusted the volume. I'm going to go back into that section. And again, just for illustrative purposes, I'm going to go the other way. We're going to make it too loud. Homestead@gmail.com, and we will send you out a $2 bill. So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper?
God, Maria. Oh, my lordy. That's right, Daniel.
There's back where we started.
You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
There is no correct. Now, if for whatever reason it warrants some sort of special effect, again, I'm working in the highlighted clip, in this middle clip here. Let's change the pitch. And again, I'm overdoing here, just so you can see the difference. $1 bill.
So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper?
God, Maria. Oh, my lordy. That's right, Daniel. You'll get that. You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
Okay, so all we've done there is change the pitch. And of course, you can go the other way. And we will send you out a $2 bill.
So, question number 1.
Here's the helium talk.
How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper? Maria. Oh, my Lord.
That's right, Daniel. Make it higher. You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
There is. No, there are limits. That's as high as we can go right there, folks. See what it sounds like. Bill.
So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper?
That's right, Daniel. You'll get that. You'll get that right one of these days.
So obviously you can have a lot of fun with this. A lot of different things you can do with it. Limited only to your imagination. Okay.
Yes, DM, it works on Macs also.
if you do decide to get the program, I highly recommend you buy the lifetime license. It's like $60, $59.95 or something. And that is it. That is all you have to ever pay. As they upgrade the software, it's yours. They give it to you. Lifetime. They do have a 1-year plan where you can save $15 or something, $20. Just get it. I know that last year they probably had 4 or 5 updates where they've added more features, they've done more. I can now, with the software they have now, I can now take an audio video file that is maybe, for an example, it's 2 minutes and 27 seconds long. And I can take that file and I can make it exactly 2 minutes. Whereas that would be very difficult to do with a lot of other softwares. So in other words, I can take a file and make it fit. Yes, it changes the pitch a little bit, but it doesn't change it that much. And you have the ability to go in and recalculate the pitch. Okay, Kelly, I think I understand what you're saying. If they're adding music to the file, and obviously we can do that here. We can just first preview with this program prior to adding it into the file you're creating. You can preview it by just highlighting one and playing it. Now, when I'm doing the editing, I like to set my volume slider right at about the 75% mark. And I try to edit the video so that the sound is very comfortable at that level. That still leaves an additional boost if somebody's sound system maybe isn't as good or they need to turn it up a little bit more. If you edit everything with the sound way down at, say, 25%, and you're making it loud enough that it's already on the edge of being uncomfortable to listen to, that's one of these that is going to blow the people's ears out when they start playing the video, because it was improperly edited. So edit with your volume control set at about 75% and make it from just right to maybe a little bit on the loud side at that stage.
You have another brother Daryl here.
I do.
Yeah, DM.
All right.
All different.
I see that.
I hear you, BC Truck.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that that's the music we want to put into this. I'll bring it down into the program, put it in the timeline. Now I'm going to open up my master audio mixer. And they have a little test area here. So I'm going to play this and show you how I can adjust the overall volumes using this tool, which affects the entire track, the entire sound line down here. So I'm working on the entire sound line, not a piece of it. This is not like if you're joining two smaller pieces of video together that you want to equalize there. That's different. That's where you go into each clip there and or an individual clip and you get them equal there. This is like your final production. So we'll play this. And just send us an email with your mailing address within 48 hours. You send that email to familyhomestead@gmail.com and we will send you. Okay, the music is obviously way too loud compared to the vocal. So this is music on track 1, which is where this is. I'm going to do this while it's playing so you can instantly hear the difference. So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper?
Maria.
Okay, well, what I'm trying to do here is to get the volumes about the same.
That's right, Daniel. You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
There is no correct answer yet. There we go. Bob Homestead. And to me, that's pretty close. And of course, you have the little sliders here you can see.
Yes, he is.
All right.
It's been a while.
But now,
Bob Homestead, you are a winner.
Once I have
Please,
those levels set,
send us an email, and we'll get you a.
I'll just turn this down. Once you have those levels set, your master volume is over here on the right-hand side. So this is where I control the final output, however I want to have it recorded. Okay, I hope that kind of made sense to you. I'll tell you what. Here's what we can do. If anybody would like to just call in and ask the question, we can discuss it in front of everybody. And because I know sometimes the questions are maybe easier to say than they are to try to type out in the chat window or something. So if anybody would like to call in, the phone number is up on the screen. It's 419-528-8494. And you must turn your sound down on your YouTube player, whether it's your phone or 528-8494. Are you calling in?
Sure, why not?
Gosh, I figured for sure the phone would start ringing by now, but
I'm hoping Tara gets this message. Awfully quiet.
It's very quiet. Did I put everybody to sleep?
Oh, we could hear crickets. They live in this freezing weather. We could hear crickets. No one has questions.
Why would you confuse people, Kelly? The question doesn't have to be on the sound. If anything from surrounding the video and doing things like that is, if we can help, we will do so. And I'm kind of sorry that Susie's not in here tonight. Or at least if she is, I didn't see her.
Her daughter had surgery the other day, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Jen's been in a little pain after the surgery, so. See, there's no hope that I'll ever understand editing. I just come here to be among the smart people and hope it rubs off.
Well, that's good. Okay, then y'all could do me a favor. Come up with a topic. What would you like to discuss and talk about for next week? And send us an email. Send the email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And if you would, make the subject on it video editing or something like that. And here we go. We have somebody. Brave soul. Hello, this is Daryl. Who am I speaking to, please?
This is Tevia.
Who is it?
Tevia. If I were a rich man.
Tovia?
Chef Tovia.
Tevia. Yada dee dee bum. Hey, Daryl. Cher, this is Colleen. How are you?
No, it's Coco.
Oh, my goodness. I was thinking of you all day, showing Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof?
Yeah. Matchmaker. Come on, Daryl. Break out in song.
He'd break out all right.
I don't think I saw that.
I just want to take a quick moment to apologize to Owen. I see he's forgiven me. Owen, last night I had thought I had turned off my device and took the dog out for a walk. When I came back, I went to move my device and it popped open and it said I had banned you on the site. So my apologies. I have no idea what happened. My device came to life. It's like maybe a spooky moment there. But anyway, Owen, I'm glad you've forgiven me. It was just very awkward and you can't apologize fast enough. The chat was moving. So please forgive me. And Happy New Year. Mazel tov.
That's right. We got it fixed right away, Coco, so it's no big deal. It happens.
Yeah, it was awkward, and I just felt so bad. But I'm going to hang up. I see my honey's calling me, so back to the live chat. And Kelly, call in. Daryl, he can answer your questions.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Soon.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Bye-bye. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, Christy, that's cute.
Yeah, it didn't sound like I don't know. You people enjoyed confusing me. I do know that.
Danny did that real quick. Speak of the devil, there she is.
Doggone it. Bandana.
How's your daughter? Grandson refilled the tub in the pellet stove.
Well, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Susie, don't go anywhere. Matter of fact, Dana, just give me a call if you would. Number's up there. I know you're not shy. You've been our topic of discussion tonight. You just didn't know it, or maybe you did. That's why you're here. DC, thanks so much for stopping in. We always enjoy seeing you in here. Getting started on homesteading. Thank you for coming. Appreciate seeing you. Look for you here next week. Well, I hope Susie's can listen in the background here, or whatever. This is what I took a clip, just over a minute in length, from the live stream last night, Susie, where we had asked the question about, oh, here she is. Good girl. This is Daryl.
Hi, this is Susie. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I have some wonderful news for you, maybe.
You what?
I have some wonderful news for you, maybe.
Okay, let me turn down my sound. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I have some wonderful news for you.
All right.
Let me ask if I play this, if you can hear it. I think I can, because I think I'm putting this through the phone line as well.
And you must send us an email if you
can you hear that
mailing address within 48 hours.
Yes.
Okay. Send that email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
This is from last night.
Send you out a $2 bill. So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper?
I said 5. 4? Did I say 4?
How many colors were used in painting the camper?
But I didn't see it.
Oh. So my guess was a good one, I guess.
Your guess was a good one, and I didn't see it.
I mean, I paid close attention. I knew exactly how many colors.
There's no correct answer yet. There we go.
But you had the correct answer. And
okay.
Grandpa's Place had the correct answer. And I don't know where my head was at, but it wasn't on my shoulders. I didn't see him, and I apologize.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice.
So you actually won the trivia. So that's why I say I have good news for you. We have her address, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already have your address.
Yeah, the girl sent her.
Well, you know what? I'd like you to do the same thing I told you last time. Go ahead and keep the $2 and give it to Kaylee and let her decorate another bandana for me.
She said we should keep the $2, give it to Kaylee so she can decorate another bandana. We can do that. I was just told. Okay. So, anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me know
I wanted to explain
Lady
to
Luck
you.
was shining on me, I guess.
Well, I wanted to explain to you. Somebody made a comment, and they just said, check the chat at about 51 minutes. They didn't say why. They didn't say anything about it. But obviously at the 51-minute mark, I saw where we were at in the show, and I put it together, and this has to be it. They obviously saw that I screwed up.
Oh, well, you're forgiven. It's all forgiven.
Well, now I have to let Bob Homestead know. But this is, and that's like I said earlier before you were here. This is the reason. This is the thing that is so nice about, at least wise in my opinion, what we do when we embed the chat into the video, because it's very simple to go back in and hear exactly what was said, where you can see where it was typed, and there's just absolutely no question about it. So, thank you for calling in. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
And I guess I have you to thank for paint on the table. But that's okay.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
All right. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. And Dana's answer couldn't be seen. It was in Cameo. Bob, I see you're in the chat here. So I guess you heard the explanation. We just want to be fair all the way around with it. And I don't know why. I just did not see her response, and I did not see Grandpa's place, which was right underneath it. So I can back it up so that it's in the screen here. Yeah, right at the very top, if you notice here. That's Bandana Grandma. And she wrote out 4. And right underneath Grandpa's place, put the numeral 4. And your answer is clear down here. So I goofed. I missed him. Okay. Well, folks, I think we're gonna wrap this up. If you would, I'll give everybody a homework lesson. Come up with something we can work on next week. Send me an email. Send it to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Put editing in the subject line or something. And okay, I'm trying to watch the stuff go through here, but so anyway, thank you.
Did you see Kelly's question? Compared to computer editing and knowing computers, how do you add electronic live sound to an ongoing live stream? That could always be for next week if you want.
How do you? I didn't see the question.
Well, I'll save it for next week. Might be a good one for next.
Okay.
I'll copy it and paste it. Got it, Kelly.
Kelly, so we'll address that question next week. Unless you need it earlier, if you do, you send me an email with your phone number, and we will get together on that ahead of time. But otherwise, we'll just that'll be our part of our subject matter for next week.
Yep, I got it down.
Oh, and I think it was Rebel Rose Connie is the one.
Yes, she's the one who pointed it out. Exactly.
She's the one that pointed it out.
Yes.
So we have addressed the issue, unless there was something else she was talking about.
No, I have a feeling that was it. Yeah, you're never going to see that, Coco. That movie didn't have a race car in it.
What's Fiddler on the Roof? No, never heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there's a screen, folks. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you're all just getting back into the swing of things here, and you're not too cold where you're at. So, I don't know. Everybody's in the room. Thanks so much for being here. We will see you next week. Hopefully, we'll see you both Monday and Tuesday night next week. And anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Gosh, it's so hard to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.